very rare get the opportunity to have a good amount of time off. Was supposed to have 2 weeks out in America, which turned out to be only a week. Had a few visa problems, so yeah, that was a bit of a shame. But when I eventually got it, ended up getting out there for a week and had a great time. The reason we were out there was my daughter. She goes to a cheerleading school in Hartlepool called Hartlepool Hawks. They do lots of competing, sort of, all around the sort of north of England, and two of her teams got bids to like the summit or the worlds, they called it, out in Florida. So very exciting. And obviously I missed the first week, and all I was thinking was that I'm not going to be able to see my daughter perform out in America for her biggest day yet as an aspiring cheerleader. But thankfully my visa came through. I ended up getting on a flight on a Thursday, and her two performances were on the Saturday. So yeah, we managed to get out there and watch her dance, and it was a very, very proud moment for me. Obviously my family and my kids have got to travel all over the country, all over the world, watching me play cricket. So it was sort of yeah, it was really nice to be able to go and watch my daughter perform on the big stage, and what she commits so much of her time to. And also my wife, she's a coach at the school, and she also competes with a few of the older generation, putting it nicely. But no, it was great to sort of be out there and show support to her. And not going to lie, it was a bit emotional watching her up on the stage and everything like that. But yeah, it was really good. And when we weren't doing that, we were walking around the parks at Disneyland, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, and all that kind of thing. So really, really good, enjoyable time out in America. I've been to Disneyland Paris before, and what I would say for people who haven't been to Disneyland in Florida is expect, comparing it to Disneyland Paris, it's a complete different beast. It is just phenomenal. It's that phenomenal that actually one of the car parks at one of the parks in Florida is actually bigger than Disneyland Paris. That's the scale that we're talking about. But yeah, they've just got everything down to a T. Just the small things out there. From just the toilets. There's so hundreds of thousands of people must walk through the gates of those parks every day, and just the toilets are immaculate. The staff who work there were incredible. From the people who serve you food, drinks, or the people who are there to sort of show you around or whatever it may be. But then even the end of the days where the sort of chaos happens and everyone's trying to get out of the park, these the pickup areas where the taxis come, it is just on tap work. It was phenomenal. There was no waiting around. There was no chaos. It was just, they've got everything sorted, from the very minimalist thing all the way to the most important thing. And very, very impressed, and I'll definitely be going back. Honestly, it was just incredible. I didn't leave one of the parks on any days going, oh, that could be better, this could be better, that was dirty. It was honestly, it was just phenomenal. And I mean, it's something you expect with a business and a name like Disney to be all the way up there, but seriously impressive. And I managed to get myself on a few roller coasters, even though I said I wouldn't, because I'm a little bit scared of heights. But I ended up getting on there because as soon as your kids ask you to go on, it's pretty hard to say no. I think it's got to be the fireworks display that we went to. That was pretty epic. We had a very, very long day that day, and we finished it off by watching the fireworks coming over the Disney castle. Yeah, it was just one of those moments where we're all together and no one had their phone out, or anything like that. I'm big on that. I'm like, if you're at something and you're watching something live, don't be the person to watch that live event through your phone, recording it, if that makes sense. So I was like to Claire, my wife, and my two kids, do not get your phone out and watch these fireworks through your phone. Watch it live, because you can just go on YouTube these days and just type in Disney Florida fireworks and watch it. So yeah, that little 15-minute thing there when we're all just sat together just watching it, just all staring up in amazement at these fireworks going off. That was pretty cool.